I said this video would be short, but like I run my mouth a lot. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, thank you so much for clicking on the video. I'm Lady and I hope that you stick around by subscribing so you and I can be friends. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back, friend. Today's video is going to be another short one, continuation of a video I posted a little while back on becoming an authentic girl. The first video was about defining what authenticity means to me. But I'm going to get through the video as swiftly as I possibly can. The intention or the purpose of the video is to create a map. So the first step was defining authenticity. Now it's about getting to it. So I'm just going to be sharing 5 things which I think will lead me, you, anybody who's interested in becoming more authentic in themselves towards a place of authenticity. So 5 things anybody can do to become more authentic. First year I've got creating vision boards / mood boards. On my personal blog I have already a post put up on mood boarding, vision boarding, which I think is going to be really cool to read up if you're just like, what's that about? So I'm going to link that and go read up quickly. It's really fun. It's very short, like 2 minutes of reading. It's mostly just creating inspiration, visual inspiration for you to have an idea of where you're going, what you'd like for where you're going to look like. My vision boards are inclusive of everything from how I love my bedroom to look, to how I love my dressing room to look, to how I love to look like as my ideal self, my authentic self, to how I love to wear my hair on certain occasions. I create mood boards for literally everything. I had a mood board for Valentine's. I have a mood board for my birthday that's coming up. Like, mood boards for me are just, they get me excited about doing things or having things happen around me or in my life. They are just such a really cheesy and cute way to the swing of enjoying life, you know, and I guess romanticizing the things that happen in life that are supposed to be like mundane, usual, everyday things. Number 2 here, I've got collecting inspiration, getting bits and pieces from anywhere that speak to who authentic you is in the form of actual physical things if that's your jazz, or just creating a hub on a digital platform that allows you to constantly go back and put ideas, whether in the form of videos, pictures, little items that you'd love to own at some point in your life, something that you're working towards actively every day. This does resemble very much the first one, which is creating a vision board. The only difference here is that it gives you the mental clarity that you can't gratify every single thing that you would love to possess right this moment, but also that you are keeping in touch or keeping a tab on yourself on the things that matter to you. But it's also not just about purchasing things or becoming a consumer and feeding a consumerism spirit inside of you. I also am big on thrifting, so like I love getting things secondhand, third hand. I love things that have character and sentimentality behind them. They mean the world to me. Not for everybody, but for me, collecting things that speak to me is more about collecting things that have character, that have sentimentality, that have a story behind them. And not always just buying, but more getting things that speak to who I would love to be. Number 3, I have outfitting a comfort drawer. I have previously seen TikTok girlies put chocolates and all sweet things on their bedside drawers, and to be honest, it's kind of a side eye. But I think that's just me being very strict on the idea of a comfort drawer, or maybe it's because I just didn't understand why you'd want to have an indulgence treat like chocolate on your bedside. Like, why is there food in your bedroom? But I realized, having read a bit more on Simple Abundance, that a comfort drawer is not just about keeping something sweet or food in your bedroom, but more about opening your bedside table or wherever you choose to have a comfort drawer and seeing that you have taken yourself serious enough to be kind to yourself and to open there and feel like you're giving yourself a hug in the form of things that mean everything to you. So you can store like your favorite book in there that you can read through it any time of the day. You can have chocolate there, so you can have your favorite jewelry in there. Whatever you want to store on a comfort drawer, you get to have in there. But it's like you giving yourself a hug, because you deserve to give yourself a hug. You deserve to give yourself that kindness that you would typically give to everybody else. My comfort drawer would probably always have to have flowers. So obviously I can't store flowers in the drawer, but my bedside table and flowers just feels like me giving myself a hug. I love flowers. I love seeing them all around me. So if I get to wake up in the morning and the first thing I see are flowers that I got for myself, I'm just like, I'm happy inside. I'm just like, yeah. Number 4, I have making rest days holy. If you're anything like a typical human being who lives in this day and age, you prioritize productivity, you prioritize being a success far beyond terms that you give to yourself and definitions that you make for yourself. You would love to be seen successful by people whom you admire, or to be seen as a model of success in one light or another. When you start prioritizing rest days and being very intentional and unapologetic about them, you remove any sort of guilt that comes with spending your entire Sunday in bed simply because you deserve it. It doesn't have to be a Sunday, it can be a Wednesday if you have the leisure of time. Canceling any other plan that you would have once every week. Just saying, on every Thursday, it's going to be me and my bed and binging and indulgence the whole day. And not feeling bad about it, and actually creating an altar for yourself for you to come and relax and rest, because rest actually is as important, if not more, as productivity. It's important for people to feel at peace and at rest in their bodies and their minds and in their souls, and as much as they feel successful in their finances and their businesses and their careers, those things do get to coexist, and you do get to indulge in relaxation without feeling guilty. Last and most final, I said this video would be short, but like, I run my mouth a lot. Number 5 is intentional concentration, also known as meditation. All the things that I have found to bring me to a meditative state haven't always been sitting comfortably in like a space. It's actually been movement. I do find that I do feel quite meditative when I am working out and breaking a heavy sweat, because I'm concentrating on just a simple thing. I do find that I'm also quite meditative a few moments before I fall asleep, and it's just me and a book and the words are just bouncing on my head, and my, it's a meditative state, and I get to create that far beyond sitting in a lotus position and humming. I get to choose what feels meditative for me, and it changes every single time. Sometimes when I read, I feel quite agitated and I'm constantly looking at my phone, but it's also about being intentional, right? And saying that, okay, I am going to put my phone on do not disturb for an hour before bed so that I can focus on my book and not be tempted to open a notification or check out, all these things that are easily distracting. When I go for my runs, I don't have time to stop and look at a message coming in or pick up the phone. It's on do not disturb. It's me and my running app. The only thing I hear is the beating of my heart. That is a meditative state for me. So creating more and more of those experiences that bring me to a state of zen, where I just feel like there is nothing I couldn't conquer. There is nothing else that matters besides me and a book, me and a run, me and just a conversation with a friend, just listening to my friends speak, and I'm hearing them, I see them, and I'm giving them the opportunity to see and hear me. Creating those experiences in as many of my days as I possibly can is something that would definitely bring me closer to a version of myself that I feel is authentic. Thank you so much for getting to the end of the video. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. I would love to hear what you think is the roadmap for you towards authenticity. How does that look like for you? What are the things that you think you would have to do consistently to feel more authentic in yourself? Leave those in the comments and let's have a little chat about it. If you enjoyed the video, as usual, give it a like. I would really appreciate that. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you very soon. Bye. Yes, meditation. Guys, Nyambolo hairstyle. Lama. She's so cute though. Like if I look this side, it looks a little cartoony. It looks cartoony anyway. Also, I keep wearing my pajamas to shoot these videos and it's like a lady bad pajama yoglala. Why are you putting it on YouTube? Don't judge me. Can't focus on